For me and my brother, right, we were looking at like the animals. Right, the kids are very small. I think so maybe around their age.
What were they looking at?
Look at the branches, the trees, go around there.
Jesse.
Alright guys, do you think traveling around the world teaches you a lot?
Well, I think for sure, especially when you travel to maybe developing countries or countries that are not as well-to-do as your own country. When you do that, right, you get to see people who are in different place in life compared to yours. And that's just one. Number two is how the country is being run. What type of environment they are living in. And then this leads to how they are as a person. So I think this and all, right, okay, when you go back to your own country, you reflect, you will learn to be more appreciative of what you have. Yeah. So for example, places like in Vietnam, they can work, and I was in awe and in shock, okay, when I learned that their part-timers earn SGD per hour $1.
Quite a lot, right?
Stop exploiting these people.
But the thing is, right, you know those people that always go out a country to find themselves, all this, right? I feel that it's very short term,
Okay.
Like let's say school trip, right? We go to like let's say Nepal, we help people, we go there, like let's say build a toilet, all this, right? Yeah, you come back for the 1-2 weeks, 1 month, maybe you feel like, oh my god, I really helped these people. But actually all these are bullshit one. But I do agree that when you go to other country, right, you definitely learn more. For me, it's more like the cultural aspect of things. Like you learn how different culture is and like how different people live.
Wow, my eyes are open.
Definitely, the more you see, the widen the horizon you have, is what I always agree. But you say that the build the toilet one, right? I feel like it's not just like the adrenaline that, wow, this 1 month, 2 months, I get very motivated, very appreciative of things and stuff. Because, right, sometimes it's like at the back of your mind, there's this like knob that is in your mind, right? But it will activate when
you see certain things or experience
when
certain
time
things.
is ready or when you are ready, right? You see, could it be because of this incident that happened or not? So that's why you are a bit more towards that direction. Maybe you different case. You totally, But
and maybe when like they come back and you see they are so full of shit, they teach all of us also a lesson.
You are full of shit.
There are 2 young parents in Singapore who are bringing their child, 4-year-old son named Atlas, around the world for about 2 years. So let me show you 2 pictures. This was taken in Croatia. So this is the boy, Atlas, the parents. This was taken in Nepal.
Oh my.
So they attempted to climb to Everest Base Camp.
beautiful. You look at the mountains behind.
Beautiful. So it's like experiences like this, which is what I'm asking. Does it really shape a person, and is it good for maybe a young child to travel at that age? What do you all think? At what age do you think it's good to bring a child around?
How old is he again?
He's now 4 years old. In the last 4 months, they've been to 22 countries. They plan to go for about 2 years. Then when he's 6, come back for primary 1.
I think waste money. I'm not gonna lie. I think waste money. At 4 years old, you cannot even understand a lot of things. Like, oh, I see this mountain, I see this, but then you don't know, you don't really experience the thing.
Okay.
Like I bring back a story. Last time, right, my dad teach dancing at an international school. So after that, the teachers, right, I have these 2 children that they adopted from I don't know which country. So they brought me and my brother out, and the children to go to the zoo. For me and my brother, right, we were looking at like the animals. Right, the kids are very small. I think so maybe around their age.
What were they looking at?
Look at the branches, the trees, go around there. Like,
They're observing the environment that the animals are living in. You never see that.
like for us, right, we will see, like the zoo, the board, right, we will read what animal is
they cannot even read.
We start to, try to internalize things. At that age, I don't think so.
Okay.
It's good.
I feel it depends on the parents, because those parents that you are talking, right, they are not able to express, they are not able to teach or to educate. But for parents like who are more educated, basically they can teach, right? If they have the knowledge for the world, if let's say Nepal, right, the parents, they are very well versed and the association that they have, right, the way they can teach the kids is mind-blowing one. They can teach about physics, talk about how the flow of water or whatever, physics, gravity, all these kind of things. I tell you, it seems like
They
kids
cannot teach about it.
At 4 years old.
no, really, I tell you, okay, at the age of 9, maybe let's say you take in 60 or 70%. But what I mean, right, is let's say you 4 years old, you are experiencing all these things, you are taking in like 30%. But when you are at 9 years old, right, you will boom, maybe you can get 80-90% compared to the 70 in the fact. So that's my way of seeing things lah. Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is right, like the imparting the knowledge at 4 years old, right, can be through an encyclopedia, what?
But it's different.
You are wasting so much money, to give them to absorb the 30% where a
Maybe
simple
it's
book
80%.
or stories, right, can do the same thing. So and let's say like imagine you teach them with all the books and all right at 4 years old, at 9 years old you bring them go traveling.
I ask you
boom, 110%.
So the parents used to take short trips, maybe when they were dating or just got married or something. So they realized that everywhere they went, they took a part of that place in them. They learn about the culture, they learn about the history, they learn about themselves also. So they wanted to have Atlas go through this also. So that's why they bring him around lah. For about 5 years, they saved a lot of money, live very frugally, only eat like hawker food and stuff. All the expenses kept to a minimum. Now that they are on this trip, it's averaging about $150 a day.
Actually okay for family of 3 overseas.
Because it averages out. Some countries more expensive, some countries cheaper. But what they're doing is they are cataloging everything. So on Instagram, they have a page called Engaging Atlas. Right now, it's just a bit above 13k followers. So the page is growing. And every day, there's a post. What's happening today and stuff. So over time, what I expect is probably the page is going to grow to a level where people will invite them, you can dine for free. Maybe they even sponsor you, they pay you a certain amount to show their, food establishment or
Maybe
other places.
airline companies.
Yep, exactly. So maybe eventually it will not cost them 150, maybe it makes them 150.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be rich!
Okay, so let me ask you guys one question. If let's say now you had a 4-year-old and you can only bring this 4-year-old to one place in the world, where would you choose?
Okay, because my stance, right, is exactly what you said just now. I feel that it is never bad to do this with your 4-year-old child. But it's just at which stage. So at 4-year-old, right, to be honest, right, I think I'll just bring them go enjoy Disneyland.
Which one?
The
US, Japan.
Disneyland.
Okay.
Because Japan Disneyland is like more game theme. Yeah, it's more kid friendly, I guess.
They also waste money on bro.
Yeah.
Waste money, bro. You cannot take half the rides. You go for what? Then you down there, you need to take care of the child. Then after that, the child cannot go for the rides. Then you also want to go for the rides. Then the child down there, like,
Because you know why, Michelle won't take the ride. No, but it's because what I heard, right, okay,
Wait, you also scared of the rides also?
No, nothing, is that Disneyland is very magical. And apparently it leaves some
Memories that last forever.
Yes, in like kids. And even when you grow older, right, okay.
So you bring your son when he's 4, at 35 he wants to wear a dress.
Hi, Daddy.
We're studying!
No, Daddy, no. Daddy, I love him.
For me, I think just go Malaysia. Like I really feel it's okay, what? Like
Not for you or the child.
exactly, basket. Like 4 years old, what can you experience and what can you do, yeah?
At least make it a memorable one. Go
Remember, your papa said this.
Go Legoland Legoland, yes.
How about you?
Actually, when you first asked, right, the instant one is Japan Disneyland.
Oh.
That was the exact one in my mind. I've never been to Disneyland.
Same.
Only the one, Hong Kong one.
Yeah.
US one.
Yeah. So like I've never been, but I've heard, I've seen pictures. But the only thing that is come close to it, right, is what it was the Bana Hills at Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
You know, when we went in, right, we took that this cable car up. When I reached there, I was like immersed with every single thing. Even if that statue is like not related on nothing on, right, I was just like triggered. Like there's a lot of stimulation, you know. So I feel like at my age I can be like that, right? Imagine how much the kids can take in, you know, because we are quite immune with certain things already. But it would be like stimuli everywhere. It would be overwhelming.
Sensory explosion.
So that experience, I think it would be crazy lah. Yeah.
Because Disneyland is known to be magical.
Yeah, and like a kid should just enjoy and play and just take in all the experience.
It's true. No 包意面.